What's up, Mid-Michigan? Thank you so much for joining me at the digital desk. I'm your anchor, Kyle Megan. It's been a while, and I know we haven't been here much at the digital desk, but we've been out and about doing some live streams and stuff. But as you can see, we've kind of renovated the digital desk. We kind of have a new background, getting it all set up for you guys. So yeah, that's kind of why we haven't been here at the desk much. But today we actually are going live just to talk about a groundbreaking that is happening. It's going to be happening in a few moments. So there's a groundbreaking for the Genesee Intermediate School District, and it's renovations and an expansion on their earlyhood program or early childhood program and services, which goes and supports all local school districts for children ages 3 to 8 years old. So there's 12 new classrooms, therapy rooms, more parking, and then also a loop for buses and parent drop-offs. And then also in that kind of loop, we'll have a canopy. So, when it's raining, all that stuff, the kids will be protected. But yeah, so I was just going to give you guys a little basis of what's going to kind of go down for this groundbreaking. I'll actually show you guys. I'm got to keep my eyes out for it, but we are actually live. So I just switched to our live stream over there on site. It looks like they're not started just yet, but I will switch over to that in a second. But yes, if you guys are just joining us, we are here for a groundbreaking for the Genesee Intermediate School District. Like I said, it's an expansion of their early childhood programs and services, 12 new classrooms, therapy rooms, a loop, and a drop-off for students and parents. So let me, like I said, it's a little, oh, there it goes. So looks like they're going to get started any second now. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. It's a little doomy and gloomy out there. I know it's been a kind of a rainy day, but it's supposed to be pretty hot out. So if you guys are outside today, just make sure to wear that sunblock. Well, I don't know. It was a little cloudy. It looked like the sun was coming out this morning. So hopefully you guys are out there and enjoying the sun. But obviously it's going to be hot, so get some shade and some water. But actually, let me take off this digital desk logo for you guys. Just 1 second, listening on. All right. So I can kind of hear them. It looks like they're about to take the podium. But like I said, as soon as that happens, going to the sky and back down. But like I said, if you guys are just joining the live stream, we are doing a groundbreaking for the Genesee Intermediate School District. It's going to be renovations and an expansion of their early childhood programs and services. And like I said, it is starting at 10 o'clock, so we are just running a few minutes behind, but it should be happening any second. And then tonight, coming up at 6 o'clock and 10, we'll have more on this groundbreaking. We'll also have obviously a little bit more in-depth of pictures, videos, all that of the construction. But let's switch it over to them right now.
That's going to help her now. What? All right, thank you. Thanks, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here today. I am Nancy Bartholomew, and I have the honor of being the principal of this magical building. I would like to welcome you to the groundbreaking ceremony celebrating the start of our new addition, which will go right here, and the renovation of our existing building. This has been a project long in the making. Our GISD team recognized early on the importance of making sure we had everything right for our youngest learners. So we collaborated with experts, toured existing buildings, and did our research to ensure we were making the right decisions to support our wondrous students. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of the members of our team that has supported this wondrous adventure, our Assistant Superintendent of Special Education, Mr. Steve Palega.
Thank you, Mrs. Bartholomew. Good morning. What an exciting morning it is. And as you know, with Michigan weather, you never know what you're going to have in store for you. So this morning when I woke up and I saw the thunderstorms and the rain happening, I knew that that's something that we didn't want for a groundbreaking ceremony. So I think we're going to accept the alternative of 96-degree weather and a little bit of heat here while we celebrate this joyous occasion. Amazing each and every day. Our staff welcome hundreds of students, and they prepare engaging lessons, feed them, care for them, and above all, they make it a home for them by allowing our students to become part of our school family. As Ms. Bartholomew stated, this has been a project that is long in the making. While it was time-consuming, we couldn't have asked for better partners throughout it. Our planning team spent many hours thinking with deep intentionality the layout and design of the building to best meet the needs of all the learners that come to us each day. They took the lens of what it means to be a student and asked, what do our students need? The expansion is adding classrooms, therapy spaces, and a welcoming vestibule for our visitors. We're also excited to be adding canopies to the front and the back of our building. That's going to protect us from this unpredictable Michigan weather that we've become familiar with. In addition to the planning team, it is important to note two additional thank yous. Our Board of Education has been supportive of this project since the start. In addition, we couldn't have done this without our construction management team with Clark and King Scott Construction. I'd like to now introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Stephen Tunnicliffe.
Well, good morning, everybody. And before I officially start, for all of those who said, and there were many of you who said, please be short and brief because it's so hot out here. I'm going to do my best, but some of you know I can be a little bit long-winded. But it truly is a very, very exciting day for us here at Genesee Intermediate School District. And just a little bit of background. Many of you know we take great pride at GISD in providing the highest quality programs and services for our children and students across all of Genesee County. And many of our residents are well aware of a lot of the work that we do. Many are aware of the state-of-the-art facility that we have just across the expressway there, the Genesee Career Institute, for our students that are learning career technical education programs. And so many people will come up to me and say, that's a state-of-the-art facility. That's a facility that our students can learn and grow in that's unique and one of the recognized top buildings or programs across the state of Michigan. We also run early childhood programs, especially in the greater Flint community. And again, ironically, we have the honor of operating Educare Flint, which again is recognized statewide and nationally as a truly state-of-the-art facility for early childhood education. And so often people will say, what an amazing opportunity for children in Flint that get the opportunity to go to such an amazing facility and learn in a program and space that's built specifically for them. And yet, one of the things that we're most known for across Genesee County, we've done for decades. It's truly the heart of what we do is special education across Genesee County. And we have amazing facilities, safe and clean facilities for special education. But this truly will be, I believe, our first facility that is purposefully built from literally the ground up for the unique needs of the children that we serve here at the Early Childhood Programs and Services. So we serve children who are literally age 3 up through 8. In many cases, the children that we serve here, this is their first experience at a school. And they're children with disabilities, and many of their families, this is the first time that they're working with their child who's have, in some cases, a newfound disability or a special learning need that we can support here at ECPS. And for that reason, it was critically important for us to have a facility that when families and children walked in, they had a facility that was built for them, the unique needs that they have, and the unique needs that all of our amazing staff have or that they need to support the needs of the children that they serve. And so I am so very, very proud of the fact that upon completion of this renovation and expansion, I will be able to truly say, we'll all be able to celebrate the fact that we have a truly state-of-the-art facility built from the ground up for children in their earliest needs and learning across Genesee County. For children that have very, very special needs and very, very special resources, they'll have a very, very special facility to attend. And it's going to be an amazing opportunity for our children across the county. So one of the things that's really important is that we recognize, and I know my colleague, Mr. Plague, already did, but I really want to make sure that we recognize that this could not happen without a true commitment by our Board of Education. And again, that commitment is across all of our programs, but especially for our special education programs where we serve our children across the county. Our Board of Education has been fully supportive of doing everything we possibly can to meet the unique needs of our children with disabilities. And this particular project is the first, I would say, of multiple projects where we will expand and renovate facilities to meet the unique needs of all of our learners. So I want to specifically thank our Board of Education. I know it'll be up here for pictures momentarily, but particularly our Board President, Mr. Richard Hill, our Vice President, Mr. Larry Ford, our Treasurer, Mrs. Janice Bugby, our Secretary, Mrs. Janice Bugby, our Treasurer, Mr. Salvatore Osceola, and our Trustee, Ms. Desiree Gibran. Then I also want to thank Clark Construction and King Scott Architects. This work, as was mentioned, began about 16 months ago. And I was really clear with my friend from King Scott. I said, you know, the facility that we have over for career technical education, everybody says it's state-of-the-art. It's a flagship across the state. That's what we want for early childhood programs and services. We don't simply want an expansion. We want a building that's built specifically for their needs. And it's taken a long time to plan for that. A lot of visits across the state, the work of state and national leaders and architects that develop programs and facilities for special education needs. And so I want to thank King Scott, our partners, and Clark Construction for your patience, your leadership, and for eventually the beautiful facility that you will be building on behalf of our children. And then lastly, I want to thank our special educators. So if you're a special educator, if you could just give a quick wave. We've got so many of our ECPS staff here today. Sincerely, thank you. The facility itself is going to be amazing, but it means nothing if it doesn't have people with tremendous hearts and amazing abilities that will serve the children within this building. And so they are the heart of the work that will happen in this building. Thank you all. And they don't know this, but I'd like to ask anybody who is part of the planning committee, if you could come up here and just take a stand up here in the red carpet. You need to be recognized because we had an amazing group of educators that spent a lot of time a lot of additional time telling us exactly what we needed, what they needed in order to meet the needs of our children. It's great for all of us to talk about what we think would look good, but when you have the educators who are doing the work every day that can inform that work, it makes it truly special. So I just want to thank each of you for all the additional hours, especially in the summertime when you are off, coming in and traveling across the state to inform our decisions. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. So I know one of the questions often comes up is, how big is the expansion? How much is it going to cost? So the expansion is 12 classrooms. So we'll build the expansion first of 12 classrooms. And then at that point, the children who are in the existing facility will move into the newly built facility. And then we'll begin a complete renovation of the entire existing building. So that upon completion, it literally will be completely renovated and purposefully built. We're projecting up to a $20 million expansion and renovation project. And I'm very, very pleased to say that because we've been thoughtful in the planning for this project, we're able to do this entire work without adding any additional cost, any additional tax costs to any of our residents across Genesee County. No additional costs in terms of taxes, and no additional cost to our local school districts. So because we've been thoughtful in planning, putting dollars away for this expansion, and again, the voting of approval by a Board of Education for a non-voted bond, we're able to do this work and pay for this work without any additional cost. So from my perspective, that's an amazing opportunity for our entire county. And so lastly, I just want to say again, sincerely, thank you. Thank you to everybody that has been a part up to this point of this work, and all of the many, many hours that are going to go in to making this an amazing facility for our children and families who truly, truly deserve it. So on behalf of all those families and students that will benefit from this amazing facility for many, many years to come, sincerely, thank you. So we'd like to bring forward our Board of Education. I know we've got a lot of opportunities for some pictures of the official groundbreaking. So if our Board of Education could join us, and then representatives from Clark Construction and King Scott, if you could join us as well, please. Oh, out in the dark. There we go. Oh.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
All righty, guys. You guys just saw the ground breaking for the Genesee Intermediate School District, and we'll have much more on this groundbreaking tonight coming up at 6 o'clock on Fox 66 and NBC 25. And then, of course, stay tuned for our 10 and 11. We'll have much more on the groundbreaking. I'm sure we'll have a little bit more pictures of kind of the end goals of the project and all that. So make sure to stay tuned. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's Monday. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys later. Take care.